No matter how hard we try to avoid accidents or insurance scams, we can't control the actions of others, whether it's another driver making a reckless move or a pedestrian suddenly stepping into traffic. In just a split second, a normal drive can turn into a serious problem, and without evidence, the truth can easily be twisted. That's why a dashcam is no longer just a gadget, but a vital tool that protects you by showing exactly what really happened. For this reason, the integrated dashcam built into the rear view mirror housing from Mercylion comes in as a practical and elegant solution. Today we're going to install this system both front and rear on this Mercedes-Benz C-Class W204. With that being said, let's move on to the unboxing. In this package we have the dashcam that we'll be installing on the Mercedes C-Class W204. This camera is available directly on the Mercylion website, where you can find all compatible versions for each car. All you have to do is search for your car model in the search bar. For this Mercedes-Benz, we'll be installing the dedicated version, a 4K front camera and a 2K rear camera, together with a 128GB storage card. You also have the option to choose the housing color. I'll go with the black version to keep that OEM look. If you're not sure about compatibility, you can simply take a photo of your rear view mirror housing and a Mercylion consultant will confirm if the model fits your car. Based on previous collaborations, I also got a 15% discount code for you, valid on all products DIY15. You'll find more details in the video description. Once we open the box, we find a Ziploc bag containing the user manual, which includes all the information needed for installation and setup. Even though everything is explained in detail here, you don't really need it because I'll show you the entire process step by step. In the same bag we also have two adhesive films used for mounting the rear camera on the rear window. These ensure a secure fit without affecting visibility or the interior look. We also get a 128GB microSD card included in the package, which gives you plenty of storage right out of the box. All these accessories are designed to make the installation as simple and quick as possible, even for beginners. Inside the box we also find the main unit, the front camera that will be integrated into the mirror housing. On one side we have a status LED, the power button, the capture button and the microphone hole. On the other side we have the microSD card slot. The lens is protected by a film to prevent scratches during installation. Inside the housing you will also find the two power cables, one for the rear camera and the other for the front camera. The next item in the box is the rear camera. Just like the front one, its lens is covered with a protective film to prevent any scratches during installation. It comes with a long cable that will run all the way to the back of the car and connect to the front unit. You also get an extra adhesive strip in case you need to reposition the camera. In another bag we find a plastic trim removal tool, which we'll use during installation to avoid damaging any interior parts. There's also a USB adapter for the microSD card, useful for quickly transferring recordings to your computer. We also have the OBD power cable. This allows you to power the camera without modifying the car's electrical system. Unlike powering from the rain sensor, the OBD connection also enables parking mode, since the camera remains powered even when the car is turned off. The connector is plug and play and fits directly into the car's OBD port. On the other end we have the dedicated power connector for the camera. We also have cables for powering the camera from the rain sensor with multiple connections for compatibility. In this tutorial I'll show you both options, but we'll go with the OBD connection to benefit from parking mode. That's everything inside the box, so now let's move on to the installation. This is the rear view mirror housing where we'll install the dashcam. First we remove the front cover using a trim removal tool. After that, we continue removing the rest of the housing to gain full access. This is the OBD port that we'll use to power the camera. We'll route the cable through a small opening underneath so we can guide it discreetly. Then we continue routing the cable behind the side panel and under the headliner all the way to the mirror area, keeping everything clean and hidden. To do this, we first remove the side panel. But before continuing, let me show you the alternative installation using the rain sensor. This method is very quick, it takes about 2-3 minutes and anyone can do it. The only downside is that you won't have parking mode. We disconnect the rain sensor connector, then use the Y adapter. Connect the original plug into the adapter. Then plug the adapter back into the sensor. Once powered, you can see the camera turns on. At this point, you just position the aftermarket housing in place of the original housing, hide the cable inside and reinstall the cover. Installation done. Now back to our setup. We'll use the OBD power connection. We route the cable through an opening near the OBD port, then guide it behind the trim. We can now power the camera using the OBD adapter. As you can see, the camera is powered even without ignition, meaning parking mode is active. Next, we hide the cables. The power cable goes under the headliner on the driver's side. The rear camera cable runs on the passenger side. We position the camera and reinstall the mirror housing. Using the trim tool, we tuck the cable under the headliner, then route it along the A-pillar, under the door seal and into the side panel where we hide the excess cable. Now the front camera installation is complete. Next we take the rear camera. We connect the cable we routed earlier, making sure the arrows on the connectors are aligned. Then we route the cable along the headliner, past the A-pillar, then to the B-pillar, and finally to the C-pillar. Once we reach the rear area, we mount the camera and hide the remaining cable. And that's it, installation complete. First, download the Mercylion app from the App Store or Google Play. At first launch, allow all required permissions. Open the app and connect to the Dashcam's Wi-Fi network. The default password is usually 12345678. Make sure Wi-Fi and location are enabled. On the main screen, you'll find the Start-Stop recording and a capture button. At the top, you can see the live video feed. Tap it to enter full live view mode. Bottom left, access recordings and saved clips. Bottom right, settings menu where you can adjust Wi-Fi password, video resolution, G-sensor sensitivity, clip length, factory reset. We won't go too deep into settings since everything is very intuitive. Instead, let's check out the video quality. And these are the images captured by the Mercylion system, both front and rear. Right away you can notice the high level of detail. We'll also use freeze frames to highlight important moments in traffic. The video quality remains consistent in different lighting conditions, providing clear and sharp footage. The wide-angle view covers a large area both in front and behind the car. It's a very discreet system, perfectly integrated into the car's design, but extremely effective when it matters most. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like. For more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. See you in the next one.